Coach Whittingham, unbelievable. He's a pillar of consistency, one of my heroes in his coaching realm. He's been doing it for quite some time. I wish I could have the tenure he's had at Utah. His team resembles who he is as a man, how he played the game, physical, tough, consistent. I love what they're doing. I love the quarterback, the physicality. I like the way the corners play. He's got some DBs that make plays. They got a linebacker that's a darn dog. I mean, they got something special. I love what I see on film from them, but I love our team as well. But Coach Whittingham is one of those ones that you're lucky that you have him as your head coach. And I think Utah understands that. Students of the week, Barnes, D'Souza, is that right? D'Souza from Loveland, Colorado last week. This week, Zaria McGill, DK, LaShaw Dog, Carolyn Taylor from Longview, Texas, right down the street from me in Canton, Texas. He's going to stop and fish at the crib in the off season. O-line is ranked third nationally in PFF, which I still don't know what PFF is, for pass blocking behind a couple schools, but tops in the Big 12, which is wonderful. Soccer and volleyball continues their great seasons. They're doing a wonderful job. Tennis also in action in Denver this weekend. Soccer ranked 10 nationally by the NCAA, which unbelievable, man. You go girls. I love my soccer girls. And everything else is good. Let's go. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Coach. Nikki Edwards, Yahoo Sports. Hope you're doing well.
Thank you.
Utah has the best rushing offense in the Big 12 at the moment. How are you preparing your defensive line to go up against them?
Well, we've been physical all week. We've been doing some things all week that prayerfully we prevent that and force them to be uncomfortable. They have a young quarterback that, not a young quarterback, got a quarterback that can get it done through the air as well as on the ground, but prayerfully on the ground, make some good decisions back there. They don't really make a lot of mistakes. We got to force them into doing things that they're uncomfortable with doing.
Hey, Coach. Pat Graham,
How you
Associated
doing,
Press.
sir?
Hey, I'm looking ahead to next week. Sorry about this, but next Thursday, two of your good friends are meeting on the football field, and Deshaun and Michael as
Okay.
head coaches for
Can
HBC.
we talk about that next week?
Well, it's Thursday, and I didn't know if
We're going to be here Tuesday, aren't we?
I was going to write the story Tuesday.
Yo, you want to get it first?
Well,
Just say that.
do you want? Yes.
Say that. I got you.
Okay.
Okay,
I just
got
want
you.
to see how significant that is to you and to college football.
It's very significant to me. First and foremost, these are like two of my little brothers, which I adore. And you might not know, you might not feel it, but the ethnicity of it all, to have two young brothers that had tremendous careers in professional football to come down and humble themselves and coach at HBCUs has been truly impactful. I've spoken to, I keep in touch with both of them. Deshaun just texted me last week about fishing because he beat me last time on my lake and I wasn't happy about it. So he saw me fishing and he wondered why he didn't get the invite. I told him he was busy winning games. But I love it because they're paving the way and opening the doors for so many other athletes that desire. You have no idea how many phone calls I get with former NFL players that want to coach. Unfortunately, it's like a system that has been implemented, and they didn't tell nobody that we had to start here until we make it there, withholding our accomplishments and our tenure in the NFL. Like, I would love someone to do a study of how many NFL years of playing count as coaching at a certain level. Like, if I played 5 years in NFL, what is that equivalent to possibly coaching? Because I know when I played the game, impactful on helping come up with some of the defenses that we came up with. And, Mike Vick played quarterback, and Deshaun was one of the best ever at taking the roof off defenses. So I'm pretty sure to catch that many balls and do the things that he accomplished, you got to know the game. And I am so happy just with who they are, their countenance, and what they presented to college football, man. They're both successful in so many ways that you wouldn't even fathom. So great question. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hey, Coach. Brian Howell.
What's going on, boss?
Camera. I have a couple questions.
No
for you.
HBCU questions from you?
No. That's
That's a surprise.
I have two questions for you coming out of the bye.
Yeah.
After the game against Iowa State, you and the players talked about you were hoping that this would, be something that sparks this team. It's kind of a turnaround. Have you seen that in practice?
I don't know if I said spark this team. I think we're sparked. I didn't think we needed a spark. You need to win and be consistent in what you did to win those particular games and what we did to lose those games, identified and try to invoke change. I'm happy with the young men that chooses to do right when wrong is so present. I'm happy with the way they're practicing, the way they're in the meetings, how attentive they are, and I'm seeing some changes of personalities just in the practice habits and how physical they are and what they're going through into in practice. So I'm happy with what I've seen for the last 3 days.
And then I also want to ask you just, a lot of times teams will use this bye week. It's a good time to get healthy. Do you feel like you guys are healthier? as
We're
you come into this
healthier.
week?
I don't know what that means because everybody's hurting. I'm hurting in like 3-4 different places right now. I don't even play. So everybody's hurting. We got a great training staff led by AP, and they're doing a great job in being transparent. And our guys ain't soft, man. Like one thing that I really love about our guys, you don't see our guys laying around on the field. They get up and they get off the darn field, regardless of how hurt they are. And that's something that us coaches implemented. Like, we don't want to see you laying on the field because we have a rule. If you lay down there and we get you, you're going back in. You ain't going back in. And our guys do a pretty good job of it. And some of them have leapt off the field and they beg to go back in. And we got to protect them in their lives, not just the football of it. I want them to be healthy young men when this is over.
Good. Coach Jack Carlo.
Jack Carlo.
How was your bye week?
Thank you, Jack, for asking. It was great. I went to Texas. I enjoyed myself. Fished like crazy. I caught a turtle one time by the foot. I don't know how that happened, but he's no longer with us. He was a big turtle. He's no longer with us. So.
Were you in Estes too? I think I saw.
You know what? I went to Estes last week. I couldn't get out the car because of, the prominence that God afforded me, because I want to get out and walk the streets and, do a little Estes shopping. But I seen all the, what you call those big things? The moose, elks. What's a moose? He's bigger. You gotta, I'm black, okay? I don't know elk, moose, deer. Like, they all like family to me. But I saw a lot of big animals around Estes, and I'm not used to that. So it was great. And some deer tried to cut across the front of the car, and definitely wasn't gonna hit them. That's all I need, a brother hitting a deer. And Estes, no, not gonna happen.
It's a cool area.
Yeah, it's a great area. I love it. I want to go back.
Yeah.
I wish they ski there. They don't have any
I don't
ski
think they have a
places.
ski in Estes.
Because I saw the lifts, right? I saw the lifts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
I
on
saw
there.
one of those. Those are things that black folks don't do. I went to the lift line and just to look.
The big gondolas.
I didn't see us represented there.
Going back to football.
Oh, Lord, help me today. I don't know why I'm in a silly mood today. Let's go. I'm sorry, Jack.
Kind of similar to Brian's first question. Like, obviously, you want to create your own momentum as a team, but how big can momentum be kind of moving forward after that Iowa State win?
Tremendous, because you got to understand, you believe. You believe. The thing about it, we played this team a year ago, and we were successful. So let's start right there. We believe. It's not like we're going into that game not believing that we can win, because we've done it. So we're going to try our best to do it again with a greater margin. That's the game plan. That's how we go about it. They're a good team, well-coached team, and I love everything about them, but we're going in there with one thing in mind, that's to come out dominant.
Hi, Coach. Adam Munster.
How you doing, sir?
24/7 Sports, doing well. You had Chidozie Wanko back on campus,
Yeah.
and he had a very strong message for the team.
Yeah.
What does that do to have a guy that's was on the program last year come back and speak to the guys in that tone?
For me, in my perspective, that's to shed light on areas that are dark. And that's what he did, because he was sitting in those same seats and I was delivering those same type messages that I delivered to our team every morning. And sometimes those messages register and sometimes they don't. But having a guy that tremendously had pro ability and should be on a professional team, I feel, to come back and say this, and this is some of the things we didn't play that he said were phenomenal. And kids respect it. They respect him because he's a real one and they know his credentials. But to hear it coming from him, to hear it coming from the Randy Mosses and the other guys that's on campus even right now, is tremendous. Because sometimes that outside voice may register a lot more than that inside voice, because that inside voice is so consistent, you stop understanding how vital and how pertinent it is, because it's just a consistent voice, like the mom or the dad saying this, and the neighbor tell you this, and then you pick up the trash or whatever.
Ron Scholes from Ralph Report. Dan Pierre, Utah's quarterback, got a little bit banged up last week, and yesterday Coach Whittingham said that there's a distinct possibility that the backup Bird Ficklin starts in his spot. What challenges go into preparing for two separate quarterbacks?
We're not. We're preparing for their scheme. We're preparing for what they've done consistently and what they've done well consistently. You don't want to get into that. Now we got to prepare for this. Now we got to be, we'll make adjustments if that happens. And do a research and a study on this particular quarterback. But right now, we're just preparing for what they do well. And what they do well, they really do it well.
Hey, Coach, how you feeling?
What's going on, Bose?
Not too much. Scott Proctor at DMVR. Coming out of the bye week, what would you say parts, facets of your team are you kind of most looking forward for improvement, kind of coming out the bye with the week?
Several positions. I don't want to identify those positions, but it's probably the same ones you've been criticizing. I'm looking for improvement in those positions, consistency in certain positions, and I give them statistics all the time. When we do this, we win. When we don't do that, we win. When we do this, we win. So they understand in its totality of where we are and how we feel and what I'm thinking. They're never in the dark of how I feel about what's going on here inside the locker room.
And then just one more. I was curious your thoughts on, we saw Ben last week dressed up as you for
Ben is
practice.
good.
What were your thoughts on that?
Ben is good. Ben has a lot of Shiloh in him. They were
Bible
dear
for
friends when they were here. Ben, first of all, Ben is one of the smartest young men on the team. You got to understand his studies and what he's doing in his personal life. But he has a career of entertainment if he don't make it in football, because Ben is so smart, so intelligent, so energetic. He's everybody loves him. The cafeteria should be named after him. That's where he puts in his most work, as well as on the field. But he's one of my favorites, man. I think I brought him up to the office the other day and gave him a bunch of shoes and clothes and stuff like that, because he's my guy. Works his butt off every day. Does not have a bad day. Energizes everyone. Smart as a whip. Make sure everyone is right where they're supposed to be on the field. I love him. I'm looking for several more Bens.
John Treach, 9 News. Coach, during this bye week, were you able to maybe get a big picture perspective of your program, from a wide angle lens and where you are, where you want to be?
Yeah, it didn't take the bye week for me to get that perspective. I mean, I get that perspective every day. I know where we want to be. I know what we should be. You know what we could be. But I know what we should be. And am I ecstatic right now with where we are? No, but I'm not upset either, because I know what we have in that locker room and on this coaching staff. Could we be better? So much. Should we have won several of the games that we lost? Yes. I can't identify one game that team was better than us and they kicked our butts. I can't identify that. So I'm not happy with where we are, but I'm happy with where we're going, because you got to think about the improvement. Did the offensive line improve? That was the biggest thing you guys criticize all the time. That line is I just said, is ranked third nationally PFF pass block line, 2 teams. That's phenomenal from a team that's coming from a deficit at that position. The running back position, I think during every back we've put back there have had their light and they've shined. And we got a couple guys banged up that one will be coming back, but shoot, Draylon is shine. Cam is shine. Like, those guys have showed you burst of consistency that they can. Micah and all the other ones that have done a tremendous job. The receivers, you see, well, I don't think we've dropped off from a year ago at tight end. He's very capable, more than capable. A couple of those guys can really get the job done. Quarterback, we need a little more consistency in that. And Caden had a great week last week. I think he was recognized one of the top-ranked passers nationally after the last game we played. So that's phenomenal. On the defensive side, when we have to, we need to all the time. We're shutting down the run at times. We got to be much more consistent at the linebacker position as well. We got to make plays in the secondary. I just tell you that guys that all the time. So special teams are special, truly special. I think we upgraded that in its totality from a year ago. So that was a quick picture of what we're dealing with as a team. And at certain positions, we just need consistency. That's it. And I'm going to go out and get that. That's on me.
Hey, Coach.
Yes, sir.
When you walked in, you said that even when you're going through things in life, sometimes we tend to, kind of cover it up, move on to
Right.
the next thing. You did have that procedure last week and had to
Yeah.
get right back to business.
Yeah.
I wonder, how important was the bye week for you just to recharge your own batteries?
It wasn't important for me. I like to go. After a win like that, you want to keep going. You don't want a bad week. You want to keep the momentum going and just keep going, period. I don't need recharging, man. I mean, God got me. I know that sounds like a cliche, but I'm not lying. God got me. So when I go through things, it's not just for me. It's for others to glean from and say, you know what, if he could fight through that, I could fight through this. If he could walk through that storm, I could walk through that storm. That's what it's for. It's not for me, because I know he has me and I'm one of his soldiers, and he uses me mightily. And I don't stutter at all from the calling that's on my life. I know what it is. It's a high calling. That's why I get attacked all the time, because it's a tremendous calling, and I accept it. Accept all challenges, and I love it. I love where I am in life.
I'm glad. I'm
And
glad
I
you're
love
doing
Boulder. I do. Looking for a crib here, matter of fact. Anybody know I ain't a crib?
well. Another one?
I want to live by Jack. I really do.
I did.
Yeah.
I did want to
Loma.
ask.
You in Loma? Yeah. We got to have dinner, dog. I can't tell you where I am on national television. But I'm comfortable. I drive by and scoop you. All right? I'm going to blow one time. You got to come out now. Huh? You in Silver Creek? I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm just saying. I'm not that familiar with Longmont. I just know how to get it working back, and I got a few restaurants I frequent. Tremendous. Okay.
I did want to ask you about somebody we asked you about last year briefly.
Yes, sir.
We asked you last year about Shohei Ohtani going 50-50, right?
Oh, my God.
And the other
I
night,
just saw him hit a bomb the other night, right?
well, he went through 6 innings, struck out 10, and then hit 3 home runs in the
That is
same game.
ridiculous, man. He did what?
6 innings, struck out 10, and then went 3 for 3 at the plate and hit 3 home runs in a closeout
Can they
game.
just hand him the MVP during the game?
I was going to ask you if you think that's the best individual performance, maybe not just in baseball, but for a single game in sports history.
Yeah, because he's doing something that's unfathomable. I'm not going to say sports history because I can't recant everything that has transpired in sports history. I've seen some wonderful tennis matches. I don't really watch golf, but I've seen some wonderful things that has transpired in sports that it's hard for me to say that, but that is unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. It's so funny because when I'm in the cafeteria, the baseball games are on, and I'm thinking, dang, I really used to do that. But it's unbelievable. Everybody's doing 95 and over now. like everybody's launching, they hitting bombs now. It's unbelievable, man, what this game has gotten to. But I like it because it's faster, it's quicker, and you're allowing it's many more guys. I hope he opens the door for others, because there's many more pitchers. Not more, that don't sound right. Many pitchers that can do both, but they're never allowed to do so because they put them in a pocket and say, you just need to do that. So hopefully he opened the doors for others. We good?
Hey, Coach, Jake Schwannis, DMVR. I wanted to ask you about Cam Michael. Just, what have you seen from him just over the last 2 years, those injuries he's dealt with?
He dealt with a lot of injuries, which has put him behind the 8 ball. Whenever we put him, he works his butt off and gives us everything he has, whether it's special teams. Now he's at running back. He was at receiver. He's been at safety. I can't wait till the spring because we really identified what we think he is. And he definitely going to still have an opportunity to play both sides of the ball because that's who we are. But we want to see him a little more on the defensive side as well. But the kid is a baller, never complains, practices his butts off when he's healthy. Great kid. He's one of those type of kids that you want in your program. And I love the way he goes about life and the way he goes about the game. Great kid.
Thanks, Coach.
My dog. I didn't know you was there, man. I got you, dog.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy that clip, make sure you click subscribe somewhere down here. From game highlights to exclusive interviews and rankings, we've got everything you need as a college football fan right here, College Football on Fox.